exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Atlanta Falcons retro rebuild here on Madden 22 on the PC. That is correct. We continue on, and we are at the most fun part of any rebuild and of any flashback or retro rebuild that I do, and that is the off-season. Who doesn't love a good off-season video? This is the 2006 to 2007 offseason, because remember, the 2007 draft class is the draft that we are going to be doing in today's offseason video, and it's got Calvin Johnson, it's got Darrelle Revis, it's got plenty of players that I want. But as you guys probably remember from the last episode, if not, I'll show you, our draft picks are pick 4, pick 10, pick 14, pick 24, and pick 25. So none of these picks are good enough to get a Calvin Johnson type, but we have $84.5 million, and we are trading Michael Vick. Yeah, I said it. We are trading Michael Vick. Here's what the off-season awards, or the season awards, were. The Lions won the Super Bowl, which is super weird. Matt Leinart is a Super Bowl winning quarterback and the MVP of the Super Bowl. Aaron Brooks is your MVP of the league. Brian Flores, Aaron Brooks again, Peter Boulware, Jay Cutler, and Haloti Nada are the other award winners. I think we checked stats in the last episode, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure we did. We can go quickly through, just a flash through some of them in case I did. I'm pretty sure that I did, but we'll just go, just a refresher to see how everybody did in the offseason. No 1,000-yard receiver this year, which is not surprising because I didn't really have any good receivers this year. We were kind of lacking on that. 300-plus tackle players. Mario Williams in his rookie season had 10.5 sacks. The interception leader was 2 with Brian Urlacher. All right. So with all that being done, it's time to move on to the next week. $84.5 million, plus we're going to be getting rid of Michael Vick's contract, which is massive. I think we signed him to a $30+ million tag, so that's going to be pretty good to get rid of that. The retirements, I don't know if there's going to be anybody interesting in here. Probably nobody of note. Tiki Barber, I shouldn't say that. Tiki Barber is of note. Kevin Mawe is in here as well. John Lynch retires. Derek Brooks retires. So our division's getting a little easier, getting a little weaker, with 2 Buccaneers players retiring. Kurt Warner retires. Wayne Gandy retires. Is that it? Anybody else of note? Nope, nobody else of note retires. So there's a few names in there. A couple Hall of Famers were in there. The mock draft has us taking Darrelle Revis at 4. Calvin Johnson's going to go 2. We have to get the number 1 overall pick. If we don't get the number 1 overall pick, then I'm not going to be happy. So I'm trading Michael Vick for the number 1 overall pick, okay? It's going to happen. Players ready to negotiate. I'm assuming that, yep, Michael Vick's in here, and he's going to want a ton of money, and we do not simply have that money. Keith Brooking is down to an 80 overall, but he's playing up to an 82. So if we could bring him back, I mean, I don't want to offer him too much money because I don't think he's going to be worth it. 26.6 isn't bad. He command more of that on the market. Okay. So if he wants to go to the market, that's interesting. We got to bring back Jason Witten, because Jason Witten is our future at tight end. So let's offer him a decent bonus. $48 million over 4 years. He says he was going to go to free agency, but he can't resist that offer. So that's good. Cornerback Keith Davis. He's got star development, so I wouldn't hate having him on the team. He's coming back. Got to get Randall Gay back, especially at superstar development. Let's see what he says to that. He can't resist the offer. Robert Mathis, got to bring him back. I'll offer him a 4-year deal just like I did Jason Witten. Pleasure doing business with you too, Robert. Antonio Gates, got to bring him back. We're starting to slowly drop down on money. We're spending a lot of that money on these guys. I'm hoping that Antonio Gates accepts this. 4 years, $40 million. He's coming back. Allen Rossum, I think we can let go. He's 31. I'm going to withdraw the offer from him. Malcolm Floyd, we're going to let go. I want to bring back Brock Lesnar just because he's Brock Lesnar. And I think it's funny. So he's coming back, and we're going to let you walk as well. So, I mean, we kind of have to bring both these guys back because we don't have wide receiver depth. So, kind of have to bring them back. He accepts that offer. And then Malcolm Floyd can come back as well. Hopefully he accepts this. He's coming back. All right, so the only one that we didn't get back was Keith Brooking, and I don't think I hate that. We could franchise tag him, or we could trade him. That is also an option, but I think it's finally time. I don't really want to do this. I don't really want to do it, but I got to do it. Free up so much money. Every team's going to be wanting him, so we got to go talk to the Bills, because the Bills have the #1 overall pick, and they're going to need a quarterback. They don't need a quarterback because they have Drew Bledsoe, but he's old, 35 years old. So, can I get a quarterback? Or can I get the first overall pick, and then what kind of wide receivers are you working? Ooh, they have Antoine Winfield. What kind of wide receivers do you have? You have Brad Smith, Josh Reed. Ooh, they don't really have any wide receivers. The Texans are the #2 pick, but I can't. The mock draft says that they're gonna take Calvin Johnson's gonna go 2, but I can't trust that. I don't think I can trust that. So I'm going to have to try and figure out if I can do it here. Nate Clements, Winfield. If they give me Clements in the first overall pick for Michael Vick, that's probably not even enough value. Michael Vick might be worth more than that. So if you can give me your first round pick next year too. Ooh. So that almost went through for Michael Vick. So the #1 overall pick is probably in our grasp, along with the first round pick next year. And Nate Clements, who's a solid player. We're probably going to have to go to a 6th round pick. No? Is it going to take a 5th? I don't think I have a 5th. No, I have 3s. I don't even have a 4. I'll have to go to next year. I'll trade you a 4 next year. Trade offer was accepted. So we just got the #1 overall pick, Nate Clements, and a first overall pick next year for Michael Vick. He's headed to Buffalo. How do I feel about that? I don't know. I don't know if I feel good about that or not. Could I gotten more? Maybe. I mean, Nate Clements automatically goes to our second best player on the team. Keith Brooking is going to have to get traded. And the Texans have the 2nd pick. Could I get a 2nd round? They only have 2 picks this year. Okay, Keith Brooking is going to take a lot more. I don't think I can get the 2nd overall pick. I tried. Can I get a next year first from the Houston Texans? Maybe. Who else has a bad pick? The Browns have a couple bad picks. Would you give me a 3 and a 4? And they have a lot of 2nds. Would you give me all this? No. How about I take away the 3? Okay. How about you give me a 4 and a 2? How about you give me a 4 and a 2? All right, they kind of like that. They need a right outside linebacker. I don't really have one to give away. I do have a lot of first round picks that I could give them. Okay, what about if I do their 3rd round pick and their 2nd round pick? This isn't going to go through, so I'm going to have to add something else. I can give them a 4th rounder next year. Trade offer was accepted. So we got a 3rd round pick this year, swapping 3rd round picks basically. And then we get a 2nd round pick next year for Keith Brooking and a 4th. All right. I think we made some big time moves, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. And now the mock draft should state us with the first... Well, it will next time we get to McShay's number 4. And we're going to use that pick to draft Calvin Johnson. And then we're going to use the 4th overall pick to probably get Darrelle Revis. We're going to have to wait and see what the mock draft says. Who else retired? Nobody of note retired. So let's see combine results. I guess we can take a look at these. Calvin Johnson. He's obviously going to be amazing. He ran a 4.3. Wasn't even the fastest at his in the wide receiver class. I'm excited. I'm excited to get Calvin Johnson. Plus, we have Aaron Rodgers now, who's going to hopefully develop. Let's take a look at this free agency. Who's in the class? We got $23 million. We're going to need to get a backup quarterback. Joey Harrington, he's got an offer already. Kerry Collins doesn't have an offer. Jeff Garcia doesn't have an offer. Why does Jeff Garcia want so much money? Sexy Rexy? Oh, gotta get Jake the Snake Plumber. But I don't want to offer him that much money. That's way too much money for a backup quarterback of his status. Jake the Snake Plumber. $3 million for a season of work. Accept that. Or don't, I guess. Amon Green. Nobody really in the running back market. We do need to get a new running back, by the way. Wide receivers, Marquise Colston or Anquan Bolden. Is this where we... Let me check the rest of the... Tony Gonzalez is 31. We don't really need offensive line, so we can kind of skip through that. Julius Peppers. I don't think we have enough money to pay for Julius Peppers. Yeah, he'd be our one big signing, but I don't think we need Julius Peppers because we have Maury Williams and Justin Tuck, so... I'm going to skip on... Ooh, O.C. Umenyiora, Calvin Pace. There's some decent defenders here in free agency. London Fletcher, Rondé Barber, Nande Asamoah. Terrence Newman's not super expensive. Brent Grimes. I'm trying to figure out who we spend that money on. Did we spend it on a corner? Or did we get a wide receiver? Because I don't think we can get both. I mean, I can offer both. I'll try. How is $21 million for 3 seasons? That puts us not even close to the Chargers. Well, close, but not enough. How about 24.3? What are the Chargers offering, Brent Grimes? What about if I give him a 4th year? 32.4. Still not enough. The Chargers might have outbid us here. I don't know if I can pay that much, even for a guy like Brent Grimes. Wide receiver. I think a wide receiver is a better option. And between the two, we might as well go for Marquise Colston. So if I can get Marquise on a cheaper deal, 36.6. The Chiefs are offering him a good amount of money. So I'll bump the salary up to $9 million, and we'll see what that does. That puts us close. We'll have to give him a better bonus. 43.5. That puts us ahead. I'm going to add a little bit more just to make sure that we have enough. $45 million. Okay. So that's probably going to be our big signing of the thing. We'll try and get Jake Plummer. I don't know if it's going to work. But I'm trying to give Aaron Rodgers as many weapons as possible. We're going to draft Calvin Johnson, hopefully sign Marquise Colston. We just need to get a running back. We've got an offensive line for him. We've got great tight ends that just need to develop in Jason Witten and Antonio Gates. So we just need to get a running back, and the offense is going to be looking a lot better. So Marquise Colston accepts his contract, and so does Jake Plummer. So we got our backup quarterback. Focus players. We are going to focus on Calvin Johnson. We're going to focus on Darrelle Revis, and we're going to focus on Patrick Willis. Those are going to be my 3 guys that we're going to focus on, because hopefully those are the 3 guys that we get in the draft. All right, so let's take a look at what the lineup looks like now. It's a new-look Falcons team. We've got first year of Aaron Rodgers. We took him a couple of seasons ago. He sat behind Michael Vick for 2 years. He finally gets the start. We need to work on running back. We've got TJ Duckett and Sean Alexander, but we add Marquise Colston. We still have Malcolm Floyd, who I want to be the second receiver. And then we got Wes Welker. We're going to add Calvin Johnson to that. The offensive line's good. All they need to do is develop. So does the tight end position. And then on defense, we've got Tuck. We've got Williams. Clements is up to a superstar X factor. Awesome. Thank you, Nate Clements. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being up to a superstar X factor, because now we've got Randall Gay as well, who should probably be number 2. We've got Brian Urlacher. We needed a good middle linebacker too, which is why I want to get Patrick Willis. We've probably should put Dansby up ahead of Simonu. It's probably his time. And then we still got B-Doc and we still got Sean Taylor. Our team is looking good. We're super young, but we're looking good. Do I trade for a running back? Is it possible? What kind of running back could we get on decent value? Like, who's a good overall, but he's not super expensive? LaDainian Tomlinson's 28 years old, 83 overall. He probably wouldn't be super hard to get. Ricky Williams, Reggie Bush is only 22, but he's probably valued pretty highly. Marshall Faulk, Deuce McAllister, Eddie George is 33. I'm intrigued by Reggie Bush and Clinton Portis. Do you think they value Clinton Portis that much? Let's go to corners. Oh, we only have 3 corners. So let's not go to corners. Let's go to our running back situation. And let's throw them Sean Alexander. What do you say to that? No, they're not interested. I didn't think they would be. Why would you be? Why would you be interested in that? But I can throw you one of our many third-round picks that we have. That gets the value up really good. What about if I give you my highest third-round pick instead? That doesn't really do much. I could give you a 6. That's probably not going to do it. We're going to need probably a 4th. Do I have a 4th next year, or did I use it? I used the 4th next year, but I have a 3rd next year. Trade offer was accepted. So Sean Alexander and 2/3 gets us Clinton Portis on the team. Sean Alexander's contract is gone. And now we got our running back. I think we're going to be making a playoff run this season, because we've got superstar X Factor Clinton Portis on the team. He's only 26. Yes. Yes. I love it. I love to see it. We're going to give him... Clinton Portis is probably more of a... Let's see. He's not more of a receiver. He's probably more of a big guy. He needs to get unlocks at 70 power back. Oh, he needs to get his ratings up. And then he can be up. We'll keep first one free for now. Rodgers, what abilities can he get? He's got pro reads. I probably should have Gambler on Rodgers. Although, let's give him Bazooka. Why not? Why not give him Bazooka? He can have Quick Draw, and he can have Roaming Deadeye, probably. We'll give him Roaming Deadeye. Okay. Look at the boys now. I'm liking our offense now, and just wait till after the draft. After the draft, we're going to have even better offense. And I still am going to try and trade up for some more draft picks, because I don't think we can get all 3 of the guys that I want with the guys that, or the draft picks that we have. Sean Taylor's 5th-year option we got to pick up. Yep, I want to pick up Sean Taylor's 5th-year option. Yep. Is there anybody else that we need to do that on? Yep, we have another guy. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Robert Gallery. Oh, I forgot we still had Robert Gallery. No, let's not pick up Robert Gallery's. You passed on Robert Gallery's 5th-year option, which means his contract expires a year from now. Okay. We could use Robert Gallery in a trade to get another first-round pick. Private workouts. Let's go with Calvin Johnson, Adrian Peterson, and actually we don't need Calvin Johnson because we already have him 100% scouted. Let's go with Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, and let's see, Paul Posluszny. Those are the 3 guys that I want to have their private workouts. Try and get them a little bit more scouted. And let's go one more week, and then this week I might try and trade. Maybe we try and trade Robert Gallery for a first-round pick. That might work. So we've got mock draft number 5. What do they say we're doing here? They think that we're going to take Calvin Johnson at 1. We certainly are going to take Calvin Johnson at 1. And they didn't move Darrelle Revis, so they still have Darrelle Revis at 4 to us. But look at Jamarcus Russell. Jamarcus Russell has fallen down. We also have pick 10, and Patrick Willis is going to go to 8. We've got to get top 10 picks. Where's Jamarcus Russell at? Jamarcus Russell has fallen completely out of the top 10. Jamarcus Russell is not even in the top first round. Jamarcus Russell was the number 1 overall pick a couple of weeks ago, and now he's fallen completely out because of how the draft has changed. Let's see if we can get another top 5 pick, because that's what we're going to need to be able to get any of the guys that I want. So number 3 for the Browns. Do they want Robert Gallery? I really hope they do. Robert Gallery. He's expensive. Not super expensive, but he is expensive. Will you give me a 2nd round pick next year too? No, they won't. All right, they don't really even need Robert Gallery. Who's got another pick? Pick 5 is the Jets. They need offensive line. They don't really need Gallery, though. That kind of sucks. What do they need? They need middle linebacker, which we don't really have. Center. I mean, I have Jamal Jackson. Do you want Jamal Jackson? Not really. Who would want Jamal Jackson? And then tight end. What about if I give you pick 25, so you still get a first-round pick, and then I throw you Jamal Jackson as well? Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are certainly getting somewhere. And then I can give you... I can't really do much more than giving you a 6th round pick, I guess. I've used a lot of my assets already. I can't really do much more than what I got. I can give you a 5th next year. I'd have to give up a higher pick. So let's try and go a little bit later in the draft. Ooh, pick 8. Okay. They don't want Jamal Jackson, though. Okay, who wants Jamal Jackson? The Raiders wouldn't mind Jamal Jackson, but what's their pick? Their pick is... Oh, they don't even have a... We probably have one of their first-round picks. That's probably why they don't have one. The Seahawks are interested in him, and they have pick 13. It's too late, probably. The Bills and the Broncos are interested in him. Oh, we already took their first-round pick. That's right, because we sent them Michael Vick. Pick 22 is too late. The Chiefs and the Colts. Pick 18. Pick 26. The football team. Don't even have one. The Jets we already checked. All right, so Jamal Jackson's probably out of the realm of possibility. But if we talk to the Chargers at pick 9, that's already pretty good. And I could give them, not a wide receiver, because I don't have any. I'm trying to save Robert Gallery for another trade. I'm trying to save my assets as much as possible. Do you want Cam Wake? They do want Cam Wake. That's pretty close. And if I throw you... Do you want Mike Nugent? For some reason? Nah, he didn't. I didn't think he was going to push it through. Why do I have 2 kickers, by the way? All right, does pick 6 get, or round 6 going to get it through? Close. I bet a round 3 pick would. Trade offer accepted. So we move up to pick 9 as well. Okay, and I still want to trade. I still want to trade Robert Gallery. But what can Robert Gallery get us? That's the question. Could Robert Gallery get us a pick? Who needs a left tackle as like a big need? The Dolphins do. But they have a pretty late pick. I don't want to mess with the Dolphins picks. Anybody else need a left tackle? No, it doesn't look like anybody needs a left tackle that bad. Everybody's got a stud left tackle, I guess? I don't believe that. So, pick 11 from the Eagles is going to be pretty difficult. I don't know if Robert Gallery is going to get us a first-round pick. So, we probably should try and get picks for next year. A second-round pick next year. That's not going to get it done. Let's talk to the football team. No, let's not talk to the football team. They have nothing. Let's talk to the 49ers. Would they be willing to give us two third-round picks, or a third-round pick and a fourth-round pick next year? No, just a third. Come on, you wanna do it, don't you? The Giants have a fourth-round pick next year. Don't be so stingy. Don't be so stingy. I know that I'm trying to be stingy, but that doesn't give you the right to be stingy. Straight up for a third-round pick. Almost gets it done. Yeah, I might as well throw something their way, too. So if I give you a 6th, that gets it done. So Robert Gallery gets us a third-round pick next year. That's fine. I don't hate that. All the picks will end up working anyway, so we move on to the draft. This is where the big boys play, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the big boys play. The NFL draft is about to begin. And if we're taking a look, I could take a look at the mock draft. If we're taking a look at the final mock draft, Calvin Johnson will go number 1 to us, guaranteed. Then Darrelle Revis will fall to us, hopefully, unless the Browns or the Texans take him. Then they have Leon Hall at 7, but we're going to take Patrick Willis. I think. Probably. Or do we take Adrian Peterson? We probably take Patrick Willis because we need a middle linebacker. We just traded for a running back. Then wide receiver. We have a lot of picks that I can work with here. And there's some good players. I hope things fall our way. This is going to be probably our biggest draft ever in terms of the name value of the guys that we pick. So I'm going to save so that the game doesn't crash and then we lose all the progress. And then I will catch you guys at first round pick. Okay. We're here. Pick 1, round 1. And it is time. It is time to take the man, the myth, the legend, the Hall of Famer, Calvin Johnson Jr., Megatron, is going to be our first overall pick. Thank you very much. Hidden potential, obviously. It's probably going to be X Factor. 94 acceleration, 88 agility, 88 change direction, 88 jumping, 95 speed, 78 strength. He's a stud, but we already knew that. And Aaron Rodgers just got a new toy. He just got a new toy to throw to. Now the Texans are up at pick 2. I'm assuming they take Joe Thomas. They do. The Browns were 1 pick away from taking Joe Thomas. That would have been awesome. Pick 3 is Amobi Okoye. So now Darrelle Revis will fall to us at number 4. Would you look at that? Isn't it lovely? There he is, Darrelle Revis. Although Adrian Peterson's here. And Patrick Willis is here as well. Do we think that Patrick Willis will fall? If we're following the mock draft, does Patrick Willis fall? That's the big question. Because we're 3 picks. We have 4 teams ahead of us before our next pick. And the mock draft said that Patrick Willis would still be there. The Jets are right ahead of us, and they could certainly take Darrelle Revis like they did in real life. Do we take Patrick Willis? Do we try it? I think we take Darrelle Revis. Hidden potential, 95 acceleration, 92 agility, 92 change of direction, 88 jumping, 84 speed. He's a stud. We just got a new corner. The Jets are up. I don't think the Jets take Darrelle Revis or Patrick Willis. They take Marshawn Lynch. The Bears are up now. The Bears probably take Adrian Peterson. They do. Tampa's up now. Okay. So Tampa's up. Both the running backs are off the board. Jamarcus Russell, Gaines Adam, and LaRon Landry are ahead of Patrick Willis. That doesn't mean that he won't go. Do I risk Tampa drafting Patrick Willis? They did just have Derek Brooks retire, which concerns me. I don't think I can risk it. I think I have to try and trade for the Tampa 7 pick. If I can't get it, then I will risk it. But I just don't know if I can. They might be feeling Patrick Willis, and I just can't allow that. I need to have Patrick Willis on this team. I could trade them pick 9, which might make it easier. But what if I try to trade them pick 24? I would like to keep pick 9, but trading pick 24 might be the way to go. Trade declined. Yeah, I might have to. I don't know if I have the assets to be able to. What about if I trade pick 10? Okay. I'll give you a 5th round pick next year. Trade offer was accepted. Okay. So we don't have to worry about not getting Patrick Willis because we are going to get him with this pick. I don't know if they would have taken him, but I couldn't take the risk. I could not take the risk. Patrick Willis, come to the squad. You are now our number 2 linebacker. 92 acceleration, 88 agility, 88 change of direction, 84 jumping, 90 speed, 22 years old. Okay, Carolina also could have taken him too. Skip ahead. Leon Hall is the next player taken, and now we're up again. And this might be where we trade back. This could be a very strategic trade back because there's some really good players here. But I don't think there's anybody here. Paul Posluszny I do want to take, but he's a late first rounder. So is Eric Weddle. So this might be a strategic trade back. That's why I wanted to keep one of these picks. So let's take a look at some of the offers. If somebody's given me 2 first-round picks, I will certainly think about it. But it looks like... Oh, the Lions. I like that deal from Detroit. Yeah, that Detroit deal is going to be money. Because they're giving me a first-round pick this year, which is pick 32. Then they're giving me a first-round pick next year and a second-round pick next year. Certainly taking that deal. Thank you, Detroit. And we still have pick 14, so that's good. The Lions use that pick to take Aaron Ross. Then Tampa takes Michael Griffin. Eagles take Ted Ginn Jr., good pick for them. The 49ers take Gaines Adams. And Lawrence Timmons goes to Seattle. So this is our next pick until pick 24. Jamarcus Russell is here. LaRon Landry is here. Dwayne Bowe. Anthony Gonzalez, Reggie Nelson. Jamarcus Russell, obviously. I don't think Jamarcus is going to be that good. We obviously know how he turned out in real life. It's either LaRon Landry or it's a trade back again. Do I think that LaRon is worth this pick? He's got decent stats. But this might be a trade back. This might be a good old-fashioned trade back again. So what kind of stuff are we getting offered here? We are getting offered 2 first-round picks and a 4th-round pick in 2024, or 2027, I should say. But I don't know if we need another first-round pick in this year's draft. So I'm probably not looking for... I'm probably looking at the Bengals pick because they're offering me their 1 through 3 in 2027, so next year's draft. And we do need more depth at the thing. You know what? I'm going to take that. I think that is great value for what we're doing here. So we will skip. Eric Weddle goes to the Bengals. Dwayne Bowe to the Vikings. Chris Houston to the Steelers. Drew Stanton to the Jaguars. Josh Wilson to the Chiefs. LaRon Landry to the Saints. Did he go to the Cardinals in real life, or did he go to the Saints? I don't remember. John Beeson to the Cowboys. Alan Branch to the Titans. Joe Staley to the Broncos. Good pickup for them. Eric Wright, and now we're up. So look at that. So nobody really major. I mean, Eric Weddle is about the best guy that went so far that I would have taken. And we're still up here. We've got plenty of time. We've got the option for Paul Posluszny, which I'm probably going to take. Maybe not with this pick, but I'm probably going to take Paul Posluszny. Maybe with pick 32 is what we'd use that for. Bengals. Anybody offering me first rounders? Yeah, we're still getting a first rounder. Ooh, there's a second and a third from this year. That's intriguing from the Saints. I don't hate that. Nobody else is offering me like 2 straight up firsts, which is understandable. Pick 51 and pick 83. I am gonna do that Saints trade probably, because that'll give us pick 32 still, and I'm hoping that Paul Posluszny would be there. If not, it's not a big deal. I would like to have Paul Posluszny, but I don't think it's a major like deal breaker if he's not there. And there he goes. Okay, so he went straight up. The Saints used that pick that we just traded them to get Paul Posluszny. So it's not a huge deal that we don't get him. I would like to have him. He is one of my favorite players of all time, but it's not a great big like catastrophe that we didn't get him. And now we're up here with pick 32. Who do we need to get here? Do we just take Jamarcus Russell just because? Because that could be pretty funny. Running backs left are Chris Henry, Kenny Irons, Brandon Jackson, Michael Bush. We probably do need to take a running back at one point. Although we got Ahmad Bradshaw and Pierre Thomas that are here. So I don't hate that. Wide receiver, maybe need to take a James Jones or a Sidney Rice. It's either going to be Sidney Rice or it's going to be a lineman. Or it's going to be Chris Henry. Nah, screw it. We're taking Sidney Rice. He should be pretty fast. He doesn't have great stats, but we just need wide receiver bodies. We need bodies at wide receiver. He's got 90 speed and hidden development as a rookie. That's good. He's 21 years old. We take him with the final pick of the first round. We have pick 10 in the second round, and I'm hoping that we still have some options there at pick 10. Ben Grubbs goes, Justin Harrell, Aaron Sears, David Harris, Justin Blaylock, Anthony Spencer, and James Jones. Okay. So that might have been Sidney Rice. Jamarcus Russell's here, and I kind of want to take him. Just because it's Jamarcus Russell. Either him or Brady Quinn. I think we take Samson Steele. Satili? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think we take him with the center because we need a backup center better than Jamal or whoever we had. I forget his name already. Usama Young goes, Jacoby Jones, and now we're up again. I'm just trying to fill out like positions of need because we don't really have a lot of depth right now. So that's what I'm using this draft for. And I kind of want to take Chris Henry with this pick. I think he could be a good running back for us. And there's really nobody else here that I'm intrigued by. So Chris Henry, I think I'm going to take you with the pick. He's normal development, but he's got 93 speed. He's a good backup to have alongside Clinton Portis and TJ Duckett. So, I mean, not a bad pickup. I don't hate it. Anthony Gonzalez goes. Buster Davis. All right, this is our last pick of the second round. Do we use this pick on Jamarcus Russell / Brady Quinn? Because those are the two guys that I would take. Either one of these guys. Jamarcus Russell or Brady Quinn. Or do we trade the pick away? That's the big question. He's got A, awareness, which could mean that he could develop quicker. What's Jamarcus's awareness? He has B, awareness, so Brady Quinn could be a better player. But I think Brady Quinn will be there in the third round. I'm hoping. I mean, it's not a big deal. We have Aaron Rodgers, so it's not a big deal if we don't get either one of them. But I think we need to resupply our pool of draft picks. So, and this one works for the Cleveland Browns. Although this one's even better. Actually, not better. Actually, it could be, I guess. We have a lot of second-round picks. I know that next year. So we don't necessarily need them. The Panthers are still offering me a first. But I think we're good on first. I don't think we need any more first. I really like these two. What do I value more? 2 seconds or 2 thirds? I mean, we have a lot of seconds already. And we don't really have a lot of thirds. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm just trying to get depth at each pick. Because if we go to the trade center, I'll show you all the picks that we have. We have a ton of picks for next year in all different kinds of rounds. So if we go to what we have next year, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first-round picks next year. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second-round picks next year. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 third-round picks. And we have a 6th-round pick. Yeah. You see why I didn't want to get 2 more seconds? I only got 1 second. Because we have 5 second-round picks already. So we can keep on moving. Jamal Anderson, Adam Carricker, Marshall Yanda. Kind of forgot he was in the class. Okay, well, he went. Laurent Robinson. Kenny Irons goes. Brandon Mebane. Jarvis Moss. Steve Smith. All right, we're entering the third round now. We have pick 10 in the third round. I didn't mean to go to the draft board. But Brady Quinn and Jamarcus Russell are still there. Nobody else crazy. Stuart Bradley. Man, these guys are really undervalued, aren't they? Yeah, we're taking... I think I'm going to take either... I'm going to take Brady Quinn because he has a higher awareness than Jamarcus does. Brady Quinn, welcome to Atlanta. You can be our backup quarterback. Normal development. 90 throw power, not too bad. All right, welcome Brady Quinn to the Atlanta Falcons. Backing up Aaron Rodgers. Maybe he's the quarterback of the future. Who knows? We probably should look at getting another defensive tackle if one's available. Of course, Paul Soliai goes. That's probably who I would have taken. All right, let's take a look at the D-tackle spot and see what is left. Not a whole lot of options. Now that Paul Soliai just went the pick before us. Linebackers. Desmond Bishop is there. Right outside linebacker, Nichols. Corner. Not a whole lot of option at corner. Neither at free safety or at strong safety. So what about pass rushers? Not really anything. And not really anything either. Okay. Oh, Tim Crowder, though. Would Tim Crowder be a good pickup? He's 6'4", 272. He could probably play some D tackle if we needed him to. Steve Breston's also here, but he's a little bit later. I'm probably going to walk away with another wide receiver. I probably have to. But Tim Crowder, I don't hate Tim Crowder in this draft. Let's take Tim Crowder. Normal development. He's probably not going to do anything for us, but I don't hate it. I hate him at that pick. And now we have our next pick is round 6. So I'm going to skip to the next user pick instead of going through round by round, pick by pick. And I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of stuff here for us. So let's take a look. Dwayne Jarrett's still there, and I said I wanted to walk away with another wide receiver. And okay, Steve Breston is still here, but Dwayne Jarrett is 6'4". He doesn't. Oh, he has not good stats. What about Breston? Breston has better stats than Jarrett does. You know what? Screw it. It's the 6th round. I don't care. We need bodies. We need bodies at wide receiver, and we've seen guys develop better development traits throughout the season and stuff. So maybe Steve Breston can do it. And this is our final pick. Who's here? Is there anybody here? Is Jamarcus Russell still? No, Jamarcus Russell isn't still here. I wonder when he got taken. Roy Hall? Troy Smith? Do I take 2 quarterbacks? I do love Troy Smith. And as far as I scroll down now we're into the free agents, so there's nobody here. So what about those running backs? Ahmad Bradshaw, did he go already? No, Ahmad Bradshaw and Pierre Thomas didn't go. Who's better? Is Ahmad Bradshaw or Pierre Thomas better? Pierre Thomas has got solid B's across the board. Ahmad Bradshaw, on the other hand, not as good of a receiving back. Not as quick. But I kind of want to take Ahmad Bradshaw. He's got hidden development. 90 acceleration, 89 speed. Okay. If Troy Smith is in free agency after, I might pick him up because I love Troy Smith. I think that was a very successful draft. Let's take a look at our draft recap. I don't even know the overalls of these guys. So I'm guessing Calvin Johnson's going to be the highest rated player. He's an 84 coming into the class, or coming into the rookie season. 84 overall. Then you got Darrelle Revis at an 81. Patrick Willis is a 78. Sidney Rice, 66. Samson Satile? Is that how you say it? I don't know. He's a 68, though. Chris Henry's 65. Brady Quinn's a 61. Crowder's a 63. Breston's a 58. And Bradshaw's a 64. Let's go to the entire league and see who is the highest overall player. I think it's going to be Calvin Johnson. It is. And then Darrelle Revis. So we got 3 out of the 4 highest rated players in the class. That's awesome. All right. I'm happy. I am happy with how we drafted here. I think I filled some needs. I think that it's good to go for this season. This is a playoff season. Aaron Rodgers at the helm for the first time. Aaron Rodgers is here for the first time. This is a playoff team. We've got more wide receivers. Look at that. Calvin Johnson. We brought in Marquise Colston. We've still got Malcolm Floyd, Welker. Sidney Rice is here, who's probably going to get some playing time because he's got hidden development. Our offensive line is good with a backup center now. Yeah, this offense is looking real good. I'm going to put Henry at fullback. Clinton Portis is here as the running back. On defense, it just gets better and better with Patrick Willis filling in now. Darrelle Reeves. Our cornerbacks are a lot better now. Sean Taylor. We've got Tim Crowder, who I'm going to bump up into probably above Brock Lesnar at D tackle. Mario Williams. Justin Tuck. I mean, I am loving what this offense is looking like. We got Jake the Snake Plummer and Brady Quinn. So, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. I'm excited for next season, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. I am really, truly excited for next season. We're up to all 79s across the board. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this off-season video. Next episode is going to be the start of season of the start of the season, week 1, where we are going to go through the 2007-2008 year, and the 2008 draft class will be implemented at the start of that episode too, so you don't have to worry about that. And then we can go through all that good stuff like we always do. But I hope you guys did enjoy this draft class. Let me know down below what you thought of our class. If you thought it was a W, if you thought it was an L, if you didn't care, let me know what you thought of our free agency. I think we picked up some guys that we certainly needed, like Marquise Colson's going to be a good, certainly a good pickup for us. That wide receiver room looks completely different now with the additions of Sidney Rice, Calvin Johnson, and Marquise Colson. That's crazy how 3 guys can turn that receiving room around. Plus bringing in Clinton Portis. I didn't think that was going to happen, but that's huge. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you didn't hate the fact that I did trade Michael Vick, but it got us the first overall pick. So Michael Vick, we traded Michael Vick for Calvin Johnson. So think of it that way. I think that's a massive W. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to smash that like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.